Now, live, KPSP Local 2's Eye on the Desert with Scott Hennessy.
Hello and welcome to Eye on the Desert. I am Scott Hennessy. Thank you for being with us this Friday night on the show that celebrates life in the Coachella Valley. Next weekend at the Mission Hills Country Club, the Desert Prosthetics and Orthotics Group presents the second annual USDA Wheelchair Tennis Tournament. The public is welcome to attend free of charge. Here's some of what you'll see. Tom Ayala has lived in this tennis-crazed community his whole life, but he never picked up a racket until he became disabled.
I was injured 17 years ago in a car accident, and somebody just said, you know what, there's a bunch of sports, and tennis kind of just, I put a racket in my hand, I just fell in love with it.
He's been playing ever since, becoming a professional 7 years ago. Ayala travels to various wheelchair tennis events, sharing stories of struggle and success with his peers along the way.
Wheelchair tennis is kind of like a camaraderie tour. We're out here just for the competition, but we're out there to play against our compadres, and they are our close friends. I've got a lot of them on the tour.
When the wheelchair tennis circuit stops here in Rancho Mirage at the Mission Hills Country Club Halloween weekend, these players and others from around the country want you to see what they're capable of. Admission is free to the tournament that is sponsored by Desert Prosthetics and Orthotics, a local company owned by Neil Collins. A competitive tennis player himself, Collins was blown away by some of the competition he saw at this event last year.
I'm talking about one of the guys I saw playing in one of the higher divisions here. There was a quad who tapes a racket to his hand to play and plays in a power chair. So there's all kinds of different levels of disability that can play in wheelchair tennis. You don't have to be a paraplegic, you don't be a quadriplegic, you be an amputee. I mean, if you've had knee injuries, that will qualify you with the USDA to play wheelchair tennis.
That's why we're here in the desert. This is why they brought it back for the second year, so we can get people's eyes open to wheelchair tennis.
I'd challenge any tennis player to get in a wheelchair and compete with these athletes. You know, they're going to have their hands full.
The great thing is you don't have to get in a wheelchair to play tennis against someone who is. The only advantage wheelchair players get is an extra bounce of the ball.
Love to play against able-bodied people. Love to. That's a great challenge. They get amazed on what we can do, the shots we hit, the serves we hit. They're really impressed and stuff.
And tennis is the only sport where an able-bodied person can team up with someone in a wheelchair and have a competitive match. They're going to do this weekend in an up-and-down competition.
So you're playing the same sport, the same rules.
Oh!
The same competitive drive in it, and it's equal teams.
Guy in the wheelchair tried to lob me. I'm 6'3", you can't get it over my head. The second annual Desert Prosthetics and Orthotics Group Wheelchair Tennis Classic, again, is happening at Mission Hills October 30th through November 1st. That's next Saturday and Sunday. And Sunday at noon, you can try sitting in a wheelchair to play tennis. For more information, you can contact Desert Prosthetics and Orthotics Group at 770-4620 or the Mission Hills Tennis Center, 328-5800. We'll remind you about the event again next week so you can get out there and see it.